What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Guys who watch adult movies, you've heard of one of the most controversial series, and we won't show it, but it's called Ghetto Gaggers. All right. Ghetto Gaggers, basically, it includes black women getting sort of roughly abused by white guys. There's a lot of racism going on, and there's obviously booty clapping sounds. Okay. And it's kind of like it's kind of a racial thing, okay? And there's a young lady who is 19 years old that has come on to the scene by the name of Rachel Perry, all right? Now, for this particular scene, she was paid $2,000. She's 19 years old, all right? And people in her neighborhood, I guess from New York City, wherever she's from there, basically came out against her, all right? And Rachel, who didn't care about that, she had this to say: "Day music, at the end of the day, I don't give a F who's seen anything. I got paid almost $2,000 for that video. You think I give an F, and then y'all still paying to watch it, so you must like my freaky ass." All right? But see, what made it bad was the grandmother came on to the post, okay? And the grandmother is 68, and she did not like the fact that her granddaughter was on Ghetto Gaggers, which is understandable, okay? So she said this: "Sad music, I have never been so embarrassed, humiliated, and felt so degraded in all of my 68 years. Don't ever call me your grandmother again as long as you live. Get the family's pictures the hell off of your page, and forget you have one. You were given anything any child could want. And you're talking about $2,000 like that's money. That's not porn. That's being a 50 Cent Street hoe live for everyone to see. Your brother, the one that's a producer in California, and the one in Jersey called in. They were in tears and disbelief. I'm done with you, and so is everyone else. Your first cousin didn't want to show it to me. I forced him to. Let's see if that $2,000 can help you gain your dignity and respect." Okay, so let me kind of talk about this because Media Takeout, there's a clip that you can actually go and watch the promotion for this. It is quite disturbing, to say the least. In some of the clips, she's holding dog bowls and things, and it's crazy. What I want to know is this, though: if she was given everything that she was supposed to have in her life, why is she doing this? Where's the father? Okay. That's the thing. Okay. See, here's the situation. I don't think that she was given everything she wanted in her life. I don't. Sometimes, see, you probably thought that you did the best that you could for the young lady. For me, you didn't. All right. And I think that's a lot of times that when these ladies come up in these households and these families and they end up like this, you don't want to take any responsibility for how they turned out. Well, somebody has to take responsibility for how she turned out. And you want to disown her. You want to do all this other stuff. She was given everything. Like what? Like, why would she want to even do something like this? Most people that have come up in these situations come from broken homes. They come from families thought that they did the best by them, and then they didn't. Like, for example, in my class, in undergrad, in med school. You can tell that there was some investment into these children's education. There was some investment into them wanting to be something. They would never do anything like this. People who end up doing stuff like this, their families are always talking about how they did the best that they could and how they gave everything and all this other stuff. I just don't believe that. I just don't. A lot of families think that they're being supportive, and they're not. I don't know this person personally. I don't know, but for her to do this, the family don't want to take some certain blames in this. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen situations where certain family members turn out to be bad and some turn out to be good. But then, where is the investment into these children? Okay? You see the same thing when you see kids come up in the black community, they commit a crime or the girl gets pregnant early on and stuff like that. Where's the real support? Obviously, she felt like she didn't have no support. That's why she did it. Now, all of a sudden, you want to disown her. And you don't want to take any responsibility for how she turned out. No, that is your granddaughter. You can't get around it. Just like a lot of times, people want to disown their kids when they do something. They commit a crime and things like that. I came up in a very dangerous place in the 90s. And when I say dangerous, it wasn't like, just get hit by a straight bullet. But it was dangerous because there wasn't a lot of resources. It was dangerous because for a kid's development, you could easily find yourself amongst other young black men that were on the downward spiral. Brother Moses Jenkins, who is my colleague here on YouTube, we were high school classmates. I've been knowing Brother Moses for over 30 years. Okay, Brother Moses will tell you that where we came up from. All right, he has 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Where we came up from, we didn't have a whole lot of support. Me and him are maybe one of the 5 or 6 black men, okay, that went to college. All right? And made something of ourselves. He's actually more talented than me. Believe it or not. Most of the guys we know, dead, in jail. Don't believe me? Go ask him and subscribe to him. Brother, he been knowing me all my life. Okay? He knows me for real. He know my mama. I know his daddy, everything. We went to the same church in Mount Calvary in that fight in 1990. We know each other very well. I will tell you that it was dangerous because there was so many opportunities to do the wrong thing. And when you're in a family and your daughter gets around other little girls or other women or other people that turn them around because you don't invest your time into them and they end up being influenced to do the wrong thing, don't tell me that you did the best you could by them. No. Stand and take the L. Your daughter ended up in the porn. Okay? Don't disown her now. You get her back on the right track. That is still your daughter. And this is somebody coming from the black manosphere saying, don't be weak and do that. No. You didn't provide the life for her that you were supposed to. She ended up going that way. Then you got to fix it. Y'all don't want to hear that. But your kids do that. I don't believe in giving up on your kids. You can be mad at them and all that stuff. Because Lord knows my mom had every reason to give up on me. But she knew that her mistakes and my father's mistakes put me in a situation to be where I was. And that's why I am where I am today. Parents who are accountable for their mistakes. Not parents and grandparents who don't do much for their children and then all of a sudden want to be mad. That's weak. You don't give up on the young lady. Because many times black families put their kids, especially young black women and men, in situations where they fail. And then you want to get mad. It's weak. It's pathetic. I've seen it all my life. So guys, it's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high.